Question number 3. How do holding companies work? So I'm going to do my best to give you a very simple explanation. But I realized that this could also be a class in and of itself. But there is a lot of conversation around holding companies. There's so much conversation around holding companies. And when you think about a holding company, I want you to think about an entity that is holding you up in the event that you're litigated against. That's what I want you to think about with a holding company. Now, a holding company is typically a LLC that owns a multitude of other LLCs. It could be a 100% owner. It could be a 50, 60, 1% owner, but it owns a lot of other subsidiary LLCs. And all of the financial information from those subsidiary LLCs flow up to the holding company. Now, the holding company is a very special entity in which you want to make sure you do not have a lot of liability in that holding company. Meaning it really should just hold the interest of those other subsidiary or other child LLCs. It should not own a car. It should not own a property. It just really wants to own the interest of those other subsidiary LLCs. Now, why wouldn't you want to put a car or a house or an apartment complex or a strip mall into the holding company? Because let's say you have that holding company that owns a 12-unit apartment complex. And let's say that holding company also is the owner of 5 other subsidiaries. And let's just say subsidiary number 4 or child LLC number 4 is sued and you lose. So now we got all the assets in child LLC number 4 at risk. And guess what? They're not going to stop there. They're going to go up the chain. What's next when you go up the chain? Liability moves up and down unless you commingle, then it can move left and right. We don't want it to move left and right. That's the reason why commingling that's the reason why not commingling is so important. So if you don't commingle, the next level of liability up is the holding company. Well, guess what? You put a property up there, a 12-unit apartment complex, and now that property is at risk because of the activity in child LLC number 4. So that's what we want to eliminate. In this situation, the holding company failed to do its job. It did not hold you up because there were assets that were able to be claimed in the court over a LLC that was a subsidiary to that holding company. So if you have situations like that, that's not a true holding company. It is not a true holding company. So you might need to restructure your entity map so it can hold you up properly.